As world leaders gather at the United Nations this week, Iran will take the center stage. Both President Trump and Iranian President Hassan Rouhani are scheduled to address the General Assembly on Tuesday, and they're already bracing for a public showdown. Trump is expected to use the UN podium to draw attention to Iran's destabilizing role in the Middle East and try to garner international support to increase diplomatic and economic pressure on the Islamic Republic. On Friday, he tweeted that he will also chair a special Security Council meeting on Iran the following day, but administration officials said later the topic of the meeting has now changed to broader non-proliferation issues. The reason for this change could be that President Trump does not want to invite a potential backlash from other member states at Wednesday's session who do not share his tough line on Iran. This will be the first General Assembly since President Trump withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal in May. And even Washington's European allies have said they will voice support for the international accord and oppose U.S. unilateral sanctions at the UN. Indeed, representatives of Germany, France, Britain, China, and Russia, the 5 other signatories of the Iran deal, will meet with their Iranian counterparts on the sidelines of the General Assembly to discuss ways to salvage the Iran nuclear agreement. For their part, President Rouhani and his team will try to use the opportunity to deepen divisions between Washington and Europe by arguing that Tehran has remained committed to the nuclear deal and accusing Washington of violating the international accord. And he may actually find some success, as opposing views of Washington and Europe will be on public display at the UN meetings. European powers share Washington's concern about Iran's controversial missile activities and destabilizing role in the Middle East, but they believe that the nuclear agreement is the best way to restrict Iran's nuclear program and that Iran's regional posture and missile activities can be addressed separately. The Iranian president is also expected to use tough language to placate his hardline critics at home. Rouhani may also use the weekend's attack in Iran to depict Iran as a victim of terrorism rather than a sponsor of it. Many observers are also waiting to see if there will be a historic meeting between Trump and Rouhani in New York. But while Trump is seeking to replicate his North Korea strategy with Iran, the Islamic Republic's domestic politics make such a breakthrough more complicated. Rouhani may be willing to sit down with Trump and lift sanctions that are crippling the Iranian economy. But the Iranian president will most likely avoid such an encounter, as that would be a political suicide for him back home.